What up, world? It's your boy Amp Dog with another episode of Politickin. Want to thank everybody for tuning in, showing your love, and make sure y'all hit that like, share, and subscribe button and tell a friend to tell a friend. Big Amp Dog said, "What's the deal?" What's the deal? What's the deal? And today we got to talk about this crazy story coming out of Houston, Texas, where 40-year-olds like Kaya Duncan and her partner, 27-year-old Jova Terrell, were arrested in Louisiana. I'm not sure how they got to Louisiana from Houston. I'm pretty sure it's not that far of a drive, but let alone it does speak to their guiltiness, if you ask me, allegedly. But let's listen to what actually caused this couple to be arrested. Basically, Harris County deputies responded around 5:30 a.m. Tuesday to a home in Cypress for a welfare check on siblings, where a woman told deputies the twins knocked on her front door and stated that they had escaped their mother's house, according to a criminal complaint filed Tuesday with the Harris County District Court. The twin siblings were covered with bruises, were barefoot, and were partially clothed. The siblings stated that they were starving. So the mother, Zakiya, and her partner Jova, they were actually stopped by Louisiana State Patrol, where they were taken into custody after a fugitive stop. An Amber Alert for Duncan's 5 other children, ranging from the ages of 7 to 14 years old, was canceled when they were found by state police, as was an 18-year-old male described as the children's brother, authorities said. One child was with the couple when they were detained. As of Friday, the twins, discovered in Texas, are still in the hospital recovering from their injuries. The children were severely malnourished and had lacerations on their skin consistent with being restrained with handcuffs. That's crazy. Um, the girl had a gray plastic grocery bag around her neck, which she said was used as a shirt. The siblings said that they were handcuffed to a dolly in the laundry room of their mother's house. According to the complaint, the children said that their mother made them drink chemicals such as bleach, Lysol, and would spray Easy Off oven cleaner in their mouths if they talked too much. Wow. The teenagers did not remember the last time they showered, only had access to a mop bucket containing dirty water, and had to urinate and defecate on themselves. One of the twins said Terrell has hit and punched him, the complaint adds. The twins said the abuse began in July. Wow, so that's months of this abuse and torture. Um, Sources have not been able to determine if Terrell or Duncan have legal representation. The couple is still awaiting their extradition back to Texas. Terrell's uncle, Alfred Terrell, however you want to say it, Jova has never been involved in anything like this before, and ultimately I think he didn't know about any of these allegations, adding that he had not been in touch with or contacted by either Jova or Duncan before or since their arrest. According to the complaint, Duncan could face 2 charges of aggravated assault and assault on a family member with previous convictions of such. Terrell could face charges of continuous violence against the family. It said the complaint says Duncan was previously convicted of cruelty to a juvenile committed against a family member and a member of the household in October 2019. So my whole thing is, as usual, this is another example of not everybody should have kids. Not everybody should be able to have that type of energy, that light that comes with parenthood. And to see that this lady, she's in her 40s, from what they saying, if she got the 2 twins plus another 5, cause she got dang near 8 kids. You know what I'm saying? More questions will come out as this case end up developing, but just questions that I got off the top of my mind is, how do you allow somebody to remain overseeing their children if they have that type of conviction against their children? More than likely, because it said cruelty to a juvenile against a family member. So she was already on the radar, or should have been on the radar, for this type of actions. This dude Jova is just another example of these BA men who don't got a backbone, who just probably with her because she got Section 8 or whatever that comes with being able to lay your head at night, you know what I mean? I think they call them hobosexuals, things like that, to where there's no way that as a man, um, you stepping in, because as always, when you deal with a person that already has children and you're in that household, stepping in as that father figure, that male figure, there should be a lot more pushback and leadership that should come with you stepping up to take said position. So when you see these type of things, it just lets me know exactly the type of man he is, to where you allowing these children to go through this, but I'm sure you wasn't missing any meals. You know what I'm saying? You're probably playing their video games. You know what I'm saying? So he needs to be charged just as well as she do. I'm gonna drop a news clip at the end of this video so y'all can check out the details. But as always, man, y'all let me know what y'all think. And man, protect yourself, protect your family, and protect your peace. Peace.
Disturbing allegations of child abuse involving several children in Cyprus.
Authorities say 16-year-old twins escaped from their home yesterday where they had been handcuffed. When deputies went to the home in Cyprus to investigate, the mother and her boyfriend had fled with 5 of their children. Matt Doherty has been following the story all day, starting with the Amber Alert. He joins us now from Cyprus, where those twins were said to have escaped.
As of last update, the twins are still in the hospital. Authorities say they're both malnourished and bruised. Their mother and her boyfriend was arrested late this evening in Louisiana. Late this afternoon, Louisiana State Police arrested 40-year-old Zakiya Duncan and her boyfriend, 27-year-old Jova Terrell. Their capture followed a day-long Amber Alert that started at their home in Cyprus. The Harris County Precinct 5 Constable's office said when investigators showed up at the home, the couple was on the run, along with 5 of their children, all boys ranging in age from 8 to 14.
It's just crazy to see that it's right here in your community. It's definitely devastating.
Neighbors in the family's Cyprus suburb were shocked. When the couple was eventually arrested in Baton Rouge, state police said they only had 1 child with them. It was later determined the others had been dropped off with family members. Duncan and Terrell are now facing first-degree injury to a child charges. This won't be the first time the mother has been arrested for alleged child abuse. Court documents from Louisiana detail a disturbing incident from 10 years ago. A then 5-year-old child of Duncan's was taken from school to a local hospital to be treated for burns to the child's feet, genitals, and other parts of its body. Doctors determined it was likely the result of being burned by hot water. When police say they went to Duncan's home, they found a 20-month-old infant wrapped in clothing with his hands bound. The only other person in the home was the baby's 4-year-old brother. During questioning, police say Duncan admitted she routinely disciplined one child by making the child get into a push-up position for periods of 1 hour, causing the child's hands to swell. The child was often forced to sleep on the floor of a closet. The door of the closet was blocked by boards to keep the child from, quote, escaping and, quote, stealing food from the kitchen. Police reported at the time 2 of Duncan's other children also showed signs of abuse and were removed from the home. It's unclear when Duncan and Terrell will be brought to Texas to face their current charges. It's also not certain what'll happen to the rest of the children this time. In Cyprus, I'm Matt Doherty.
Her teen twins who escaped their Cyprus home in handcuffs in 2022. A jury found Zakiya Duncan guilty on 2 charges of aggravated assault of a family member causing bodily injury. KPRC2 News reporter Corley Peel joins us live outside the Harris County Courthouse, where she was in the courtroom for that verdict. Corley.
Keith, it took the jury about an hour to unanimously find that Zakiya Duncan is guilty of seriously hurting her twins. It was an emotional trial, and at least one of the twins took the stand, describing that torture they face at the hands of their own mother. The jury watched this surveillance video from October 2022, showing moments after Duncan's 16-year-old twins escaped their Cyprus home in handcuffs. They knocked on this neighbor's door, begging for help and to call police. Investigators found the teens had been starved for months and were covered in bruises and cuts. Records showed Duncan forced the teens to drink bleach and were kept handcuffed inside the laundry room, where their only option was to urinate and defecate on themselves. Investigators added bleach would sometimes be poured on the teens, burning their skin. During those closing arguments, Duncan's defense denied many of those claims, saying Duncan only admits to whipping her children with a belt if it was warranted. But the state's evidence was strong enough, proving to the jury the heartbreak and horror, and ultimately Duncan's guilt.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, world? It's your boy Amp Dog with another episode of Politickin. Want to thank everybody for tuning in, showing your love, and make sure y'all hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and tell a friend. Big Amp Dog said, what's the deal?